So good morning, everyone. Okay, so we are back with this session. So in this today's session, we are going to see the problem based on compass traversing. Okay, so in which we will be calculating the bearings. Okay, so correspondingly, these are the readings which have been taken actually on the ground. The instrument which is been used for the conducting of the said traverse is nothing but either it is a prismatic compass or it is a surveyor compass. So it is having a least count of 30 minutes. Okay, so either it will be either 0 or 30 minutes. Okay, so according to that, the forebearing and back bearing of the lines were been taken. So they have been entered here. So first of all, while going to the practical, okay, so this observation table you should have, that is line, forebearing and back bearing. So forebearing is nothing but the angle or the horizontal angle which has been measured in the forward direction of the survey line. Okay, so I will show it here. Okay, so first of all, I will make the direction here. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so this is the north. Okay, I will select this and keep it aside. Okay, so I am having whatever is the angle that has been measured here. You can see here. Just a minute, I will close this. Okay, so this whatever is the bearing, that is AB is having 59 degree 0 minutes. That is the forebearing. Okay, so that angle is with respect to the north. So I'm going to plot it here. Okay, likewise. Then again, that line will be here. That will be merging. That is the bearing. Okay, and here will be the station B. Okay, so here angle it is how much it is been given, 59 degree, that was been measured. Okay, so I'll mention the angle here as 59 degree. I'll copy this. Okay, so this is the angle. Okay, and further, so in the case of this prismatic compass, we are going to measure all the angles in the clockwise direction as seen in the practical session. Okay, so we are going to keep the prismatic compass at each of the station point, that is A, B, C, D and E, and take down the forebearing. So forebearing is nothing but the angle which has been measured in the forward direction of the survey line. Okay, so AB is this direction. So in this direction, I have measured it. So it is forebearing. Okay, and back bearing means what? Correspondingly, whatever is the angle which has been measured in the back direction. So from B to A. Okay, so from B to A, it is nothing but here correspondingly 239 degree. Okay, so ultimately this is my first quadrant, second quadrant, third and fourth quadrant. So this angle it is 239 degree. That is the back bearing of the line AB or BA. Okay, first of all we'll plot the said our four bearings of the line. So next angle is my 139 degree 30 minutes. That is of the line BC. Okay, so it will be in the second quadrant. Okay. So I will just paste it somewhat here and draw a line joining it. Okay. Okay. Correspondingly, it will be here C. Okay. That angle it is how much? It is 139 degree 30 minutes. That I am going to write it here. Okay. So this is the angle 139 degree 30 minutes. Next angle of the line CD is 215 degree 30 minutes. Okay. Just a minute. So again, I will copy this. So it is angle how much? 215. So it will be in the third quadrant. Okay. So likewise, again, I am going to join this line. Okay. And write down the angle that is 215 degree. Here. Okay. So this angle it is with respect to north. Whatever is the angle that we are going to measure it with respect to north in the case of prismatic compass. Okay. Next is DE line 208 degrees. So again, it is going to lie in the, so this is the position of the station where we have kept the prismatic compass. It is D. Next, it is 205. Okay. So again, I want to join it. This station is my E point. Okay. And the angle which has been measured here, it is 208 degree. Okay. So that I am going to write it here. Okay. Got it. That is 208 degree. That is here. And last angle it is 318 degree. That is with respect to A. That is the forebearing. Okay, so I'm going to just join it from here. So ultimately you can get an idea that this is the angle with respect to north. That is the angle. So this, sorry, 208 degrees here, not here. That angle that is of the DE line. Okay, so by mistake I written there. Okay, 208 degree, and here it is 318 degree 30 minutes. Okay, so this is the angle. And what is the use of this back bearing? So again, you can see here is the angle, one angle there it is. Okay. Here is one angle like this. Okay, which is also there. So that it is nothing but the back bearing, which has been measured in the back direction of the survey line. So for BA, it is how much? 239 degrees 0 minutes. For BC, it is 317. Okay, so here it is 317 degree. For CD, it is 36 degree 30 minutes. For corresponding here, it is this one only. Then for DE, it is 29 degree. Okay, in the opposite direction. And for EA, it is 139 degree here. Okay. So this I have plotted it here. Okay. Like this. Okay. So this violet color represents the forebearing and red indicates the back bearing. So in this way, first of all, you are supposed to plot the traverse. Okay. This is the first task which you are supposed to plot it according to the given data. So what we are supposed to do in this problem, that we are supposed to find out the correct bearings of the lines and included angles. So they are telling that here it was the local attraction was there. So what do you mean local attraction? So basically we are knowing that the difference between forebearing and back bearing in the case of whole circle bearing should be 180 degree. Okay. So suppose take an example. So here it is 59 degree. So just add 180 degree in that and check whether the said back bearing of that line comes out to be that or not. So 59 degree plus 180 degree gives me 239 degree. Okay. So this is the correct line which is not having any kind of local attraction. Okay. So these are free from local attraction, as the difference between this forebearing and back bearing it is 239 degree. Okay, so we'll write comment that they are free from local attraction, and correspondingly forebearing and back bearing are same. So as this back bearing is correct, so the forebearing of the further line is also correct one. Okay, so starting with procedure solution. Okay, I'll write down solution here. Write along with me, do the calculation. Okay, so first of all, what we are going to write? Okay, as first step, on verifying from the angles. Okay, so after seeing through this table, on verifying the observed bearings, it is found that the forebearing and back bearing of line AB differ exactly by 180 degree. Okay, so the stations A and B are free from local attraction. Okay, hence the observed forebearing and back bearing of AB of line AB are correct. Okay, so this will be the statement. So first of all, whatever the readings are given, so just we are going to add 180 degree and check whether the difference is 180 degree or not. So here in the first line only we are getting the difference as 180 degree, but here you can see for the BC it is not 180 degree, for CD, for DE or EA they are not having a difference of 180 degree. Okay, so first of all we are going to see the observed readings, and from that we are going to start the calculation. So first statement will be on verifying the observed bearings. It is found that the forebearing and the back bearing of the line AB differ exactly by 180 degree. So the stations A and B are free from local attraction. So therefore the forebearing and back bearing of the line AB are correct. So correspondingly, so as we are moving in the forward direction, so AB and the forebearing and back bearing of AB are correct one. So therefore the forebearing of the line BC also will be correct. Okay, therefore the observed forebearing of BC is also correct. Okay. So correspondingly, this value will be correct one, that is 139 degree 30 minutes. But we are supposed to calculate the back bearing. Okay. So correspondingly, in order to calculate the actual back bearing of line BC, what we are going to do? BB of line BC will be equal to the angle 139 degree 30 minutes plus 180 degree that we are going to add, because we have seen that the difference between forebearing and back bearing, it is 180 degrees. So add this. Okay. So the value comes out to be 319 degree 30 minutes. Okay. So this is the actual back bearing of line BC. But in the problem correspondingly that observed, it was 317 degree. So the difference between that, it is nothing but your local attraction or correction is there. Okay. So we'll write down the statement. But the observed back bearing of line BC is how much? Here it is 317 degree 0 minutes. Okay. So the difference between this is nothing but the correction. So the correction of, in bracket, this value minus this value will give me the value. Okay. So that it comes out to be, after calculation, plus 2 degrees and 30 minutes. So this is the correction that should be applied for the station C. Okay. At C. Okay. So next we are going to calculate the correct forebearing of line CD. Okay. So with respect to the observed bearing, so what is the observed here? Angle, it is 215 degree 30 minutes was the forebearing. So in that we are going to apply this correction at station C. Why? It is plus. Okay. So if the difference comes out to be negative, we are going to deduct it. Okay. So I am going to add this and calculate the said correct forebearing of the line CD. Okay. So after adding this 215 degree 30 minutes plus 2 degree 30 minutes, the value comes out to be, you can check it, 218 degree and 0 minutes. Okay. And therefore the actual back bearing of line CD should be how much? As it is more than 180 degree, we are going to deduct it. Okay. So correspondingly, 218 degree 0 minutes minus 180 degree will give me the correspondingly back bearing. So after deducting it, I am getting this value equal to 38 degrees. You can check it. Okay. So the value is 38 degrees 0 minutes. But what is the value that we have obtained here? It is 36 degree 30 minutes. So it was the observed angle, na? 36 degree 30 minutes. It is the observed value during the said practical work. That is 36 degree 30 minutes was the angle or the bearing which was been measured of the line CD. So whatever is the difference between that and this value, that will be the correction for the further station that should be applied at station D. Okay. So the correction of again. So the correction of obtained minus observed. So this is the obtained value minus observed value is how much? During the practical, it is 36 degree 30 minutes. Okay. So the difference comes out to be 1 degree 30 minutes. So this correction, that is +1, should be applied at station D. Okay. Got it? So likewise, we are going to do the calculation for the further part. So again, next. So now correct forebearing of DE, correct forebearing of, just I'll copy it here 1 minute. Correct forebearing of line DE is how much? It is given. It is 208 degree plus this value 208 degree 0 minutes plus this value we are going to add and calculate the correct forebearing of line DE. So which comes out to be 209 degree 30 minutes. Okay. It is coming out to be 209 degree 30 minutes. After that, again we will calculate the actual back bearing of line DE. So it should be how much? This 209 degree 30 minutes minus 180 degree. So it comes out to be how much? 29 degree 30 minutes. But the observed reading was how much? You can see it was 29 degree only. So it was only 29 degree. Okay, so we'll write down the statement. But the observed reading back bearing of line DE is how much? 29 degree 0 minutes. And therefore, the difference between that, it is that correction should be applied to the further station. So the correction of, I'll again copy this. The correction of this 29 degree 30 minutes minus 29 degree Just a minute. Yes, 0 minutes. So which gives me 0 degree 30 minutes. This correction you are supposed to apply at station E, that is in the forward direction. Should be applied at E. Now we are at the final stage in order to calculate the correct forebearing. Okay. So correct forebearing of line EA will be how much this angle that is correct and this 318 degree. Okay. This is the observed plus correction that we are going to add it. Okay. That is 0 degree 30 minutes will give me the correct forebearing of the line EA. So it is coming out to be 319 degree 0 minutes. And again, in order to calculate the actual back bearing of line EA, we are going to deduct it. Why we are going to deduct it? Because it is greater than 180 degree. When it is lesser than 180 degree, we are going to add it. And when it is greater than, we are going to deduct it. Okay. EA, how we are going to calculate it? So just we are going to deduct it from this minus 180 degree. So how much it comes out to be? Yes, you can calculate. It is 139 degree 0 minutes. So this is the closing point. A is the starting and the closing point. Why is it is a closed traverse. So this should be the correct value. Okay, if you had done correction or corresponding whatever the calculations, if they are on the right path, so this should be the value on the last of the said back bearing of the line EA. Okay, so here you can see this is the 139 degree 0 minutes. Okay, so this means whatever the calculation we have done, they are up to the mark and they are correct. Okay, finally we are supposed to draw a table in which we are supposed to represent all the corrections that are there. Okay, so observed readings we are going to enter it here. Whatever the corrections were there, we are going to write it here. Corrected forebearing and back bearing and correspondingly remarks. Okay, so first of all I will copy the observed angles. So we have seen that correction at A was 0 degree. So as the difference between forebearing and back bearing was 0, correspondingly 180. Okay, 0 at A, and that of at B was also same. Okay, so these angles are going to remain unchanged. That will be the correct. Okay, and we have seen that this is also one correct one. Okay, so this we have calculated, that is the back bearing of line BC. It is how much we have calculated? It is 319 degree 30 minutes. So this value we are going to write it. That is the correct one. Again, correspondingly, the correction at C was how much? We have seen that is 2 degree 30 minutes. So this correction, I'll write it here at C. Okay. So corrected forebearing it is 218 degree 0 minutes. Okay. And correspondingly it is back bearing it is how much? 38 degree. Okay. Then we have seen again there was correction at D, that was 1 degree 30 minutes. So all this you are supposed to write it in the final observation table in order to get the correspondingly points clear out. Okay. So correct forebearing of DE was how much? It is 209 degree 30 minutes. Back bearing correct was 29 degree 30 minutes. Okay. And correction at E was also how much? 0 degree 30 minutes. That we are supposed to write it here. So here corrected it is 319 degree, and final it is as it is. Okay, that is the difference. It is coming out to be 180 degree. Okay, and remark, what will be the remark? It will be a common remark that stations A and B are free from local attraction. Okay, and from that only we have started with the work. Okay, so write down the statement that station A and B are free from local attraction. Okay, so we'll have a quick look that how we have solved this problem. Okay, or correspondingly the readings which were taken on the practical side. Okay, so these were the readings which were been taken on the field. Okay, so for that purpose, see the previous video of the practical. Okay, so correspondingly, by keeping the prismatic compass at A, B, C, D, and E, each of these readings were been noted down, forebearing and back bearing. Then on verifying the observed bearings, that it was found that correspondingly forebearing and back bearing of the line AB. Okay, so this forebearing and back bearing were having a difference of 180 degrees. So we are knowing that points that the difference between forebearing and back bearing should be 180 degree. So therefore they are free from local attraction, and those stations are free from local attraction. From that point only we are supposed to start the calculation part. Okay, so as it is free from local attractions, the further forebearing line of the BC will be also free from local attraction. Okay, so it is correct one. So in this we are going to add 180 degree and calculate the back bearing. Okay, so it came out to be correspondingly 319 degree 30 minutes, but the observed was 317 degree. So the difference between that, it is nothing but the local amount, local attraction. Okay, and that is to be applied to the further station, that is C. So likewise we have done the calculation. Go on calculating correct forebearing, back bearing. Okay, so whenever the correction is coming out to be positive, you are supposed to add it in the further forebearing. If it is coming to be negative, then deduct it, and correspondingly go on calculating the forebearing and back bearing. So just take care that whenever you are supposed to calculate the back bearing of the further line, if the forebearing is lesser than 180 degree, you are supposed to add it 180 degree. If it is greater than 180 degree, then deduct it. Okay, so likewise we have calculated, and at the last, whatever was the reading that was been observed on the ground, that was back bearing of EA was 139 degree 0 minutes. It is matching. Okay, and correspondingly at the last you are supposed to represent all the data which is been calculated in this observation table. Okay, so whatever the observed forebearing, back bearing, corrections, and corrected forebearing and back bearings, and you are supposed to write down the remarks. Okay, so this is regarding the said how to calculate the correct forebearing and back bearing of the said traverse. Okay, so in the next section we'll continue in order to calculate the included angle. Okay, how to calculate the included angle. Before that, you can see the field procedure, all the videos, and get the other concepts also cleared. Okay, so we'll stop it here. Thank you.